Yo, what's up, my Arrowettes? It's your boy, the Archer of Truth. Got my cam off. Well, I'm about to turn the cam off because it's hot, and my LED light is hot. Well, I'm burning up right now, so I'm gonna turn the cam off while we watch this, and I'll give y'all my reactions. Y'all don't know, today's September 11th. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle comes out today. I'm excited to go see it, so let's get the recaps from ScreenCrush. Let's get it!
Castle. Now, a little disclaimer. We're not going to be diving deep into the manga, character analysis, or anything like that. We are just telling you what happened in the show to get you ready for the finale trilogy.
That's right.
Also, I promise you that I will mispronounce many names before this is over, but we are going to do our best. So, get ready for some sick action and super sad backstories. Spoilers are ahead. The series is set in the Taisho era of Japan, so like the 1910s, 1920s.
It's time for a Taisho era secret.
Our main character, Tanjiro Kamado, is a sweet sunshine boy with a superhuman sense of smell and a head as hard as a rock.
This kid's head is damn hard!
The Kamado family are poor charcoal farmers with a deceased patriarch, but they are happy with what they have. Well, happy until a demon breaks into their home and Tanjiro finds his family mutilated. Tanjiro's little sister, Nezuko, is seemingly the only one alive, but slowly turns into a demon herself. Demon Slayer Giyu Tomioka arrives to kill Nezuko, but noticing that Nezuko retains her human emotions, Giyu muzzles her and sends them to his master, Urokudaki. Urokudaki starts Tanjiro's training to be a demon slayer in the water style. Now, we learn more about the lore of this world, specifically about demons in the Demon Slayer core. Demons in this world are sort of like vampires. They're immortal, they can manipulate their bodies, and they can only be killed by the sun or being beheaded by a sun-imbued sword. The more humans a demon devours, the stronger it gets. Demon Slayers, on the other hand, are mortal and fully human. Now, because of the discreetness of the Slayers, demons are a myth in some parts of Japan. Now, there are many styles of training in the Demon Slayer core, with each style posing as its own skill set.
Insect breathing,
Thunder breathing, flame breathing, water breathing.
As Tanjiro trains, Nezuko goes into a coma and regains her strength without eating humans. He receives the final task from Urokudaki to qualify for the final selection.
If you can cut this boulder in two, I'll allow you to enter the final selection.
A test to prove they are capable of handling their own against these monsters. After countless tries of trying to slice the boulder, Tanjiro encounters two of Urokudaki's students, Sabito and Makamo. They teach him about the core breathing techniques.
with total concentration breathing, your blood circulation accelerates because your heart rate is faster than normal.
Oh wow, person, so does this mean if I breathe faster, I get to be a superhero?
Well, no, Doug. To everybody at home, do not take this show as medically accurate unless you want to break every single bone in your body. Anyways, after 6 more months of sparring, Tanjiro finally splits Sabito's mask. Now this reveals Sabito and Makamo are spirits of Urokudaki's dead students and Tanjiro's completion of the boulder test. Tanjiro arrives at the final selection and prepares to fight the captured demons. The wisteria surrounding the mountain keeps the demons from escaping as it's extremely harmful to them. He comes across the hand demon, the same demon that killed Makamo and Sabito. After swift decapitation, the demon is defeated. Now, what we see next really distinguishes this show from other action sword fighting anime. Throughout the series, we see almost every defeated demon have a backstory, a past that makes the demon come across as understandable to the audience.
And
these demons may come.
That's one thing I love about that. I love about Demon Slayer is that not only that you get to know about the protagonist and his friends, you also get to learn about the demons and see where why you get to see where they become, how they become what they are already. Like we get backstories from each demon of how they became what they was before they were that person. Like if people were like down in a dump, family traumas, you get to see that and you can see why they did what they did.
Across as malicious, but more often than not, they are a victim of their circumstances. Almost all of their characteristics stem from the trauma they have suffered. Turned and tortured by the moonwalking demon lord, Muzan Kibutsuji, Tanjiro empathizes and blesses the demons before they are released.
The next time this man is reborn, please don't let him turn into a demon again.
Tanjiro passes final selection along with 4 other students. He is then presented his rank in Communication Crow. Now we learn more about the abilities of demons, specifically the Blood Demon Art.
The Blood Demon Art is a special spell that some use to give them abilities.
Tanjiro is presented with his new Nichirin sword by Haganesuka, his eccentric dedicated swordsmith. Nichirin swords change color depending on their wielder, and Tanjiro's has turned pitch black.
Is it unlucky?
No. It's just that it's a little unusual.
Informed by his talking crow, he heads out to fight his first demon. He now brings Nezuko in a box that he carries on his back to protect her from the sun. After defeating the swamp demon with the help of the demon Nezuko, Tanjiro heads to the city and comes across the Demon King himself, Muzan Kibutsuji. Now, Muzan is a shapeshifter and is hiding as a human with a wife and child. After creating a demon as a distraction, Muzan escapes the crowd. Tanjiro and the demon victim are rescued by Lady Tamayo, a benevolent demon doctor and her apprentice. So, in order to find a cure for demonism, Lady Tamayo requests 2 things.
I'd like permission to study your sister's blood. Second, I need more samples. I'd like you to retrieve them from demons as closely related to Kibutsuji.
Meanwhile, Muzan thinks of Tanjiro's appearance, noting that he is wearing the same earrings as a fearsome renowned swordsman. Muzan hires his 2 lower-tier guards to take out our protagonist. Tanjiro defeats the Arrow Demon with his water forms, and Nezuko weakens the Tamari Demon with her superior kickball skills.
I did it! Who's the loser now, huh?
Tamayo offers to take Nezuko with them, but Tanjiro insists on keeping his family together while continuing their journey. We then meet one of our other protagonists, Zenitsu.
Hang on! Don't you Zenitsu! That girl is madly in love with me!
Oh,
brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, he takes some getting used to. The crew come across an eerie mansion with a child held possibly hostage.
You just gotta... Zenitsu is like another... Who you could compare Zenitsu? Zenitsu, to me, Zenitsu's like the funniest. He's the funniest one out of all of them. The second one I would say would be Inosuke with the pig mask, and man talks about, I'm not ugly, I'm the handsomest man. And when you see him take off that mask, you be like, what the hell? Why you got a mask on? You got a handsome face, no homo. Zenitsu reminds me of a Pokemon Brock. He reminded me of Brock. That's how Brock was in the TV show, where he would just be flirting with any girl.
Hostage inside. Just like Tanjiro has super smell, Zenitsu has super hearing. The demon slayers find multiple monsters inside the mansion and are eventually separated. Now, Zenitsu is probably one of the most cowardly characters in anime. And that's saying a lot.
Don't look at me like that!
But he makes up for it.
You'd wonder how he passed final selection, all until he falls asleep. Using thunder breathing, Zenitsu becomes as fast as lightning, killing demons with no struggle. He is one of the most OP demon slayers, again, with a catch. Along with Zenitsu, we are introduced to our other main protagonist, Inosuke. He's, pun intended, boorish, violent, and mastered in the self-taught style of beast breathing.
Coming through.
Yeah, he's great. Meanwhile, Tanjiro fights the demon owner of the mansion. He learns about the system of Kizuki, or demon moons. Now, these moons are the most powerful and closest demons to Muzan, ranked from numbers 1 to 12. The first 6 are labeled as the upper moons, and the bottom 6 are the lower moons, respectively. Tanjiro defeats the drum demon, who ends up being a former lower moon. After sending Tamayo some of its blood, he finds Zenitsu protecting Nezuko's box from Inosuke, signifying his loyalty. Now, because of his boorish attitude, Inosuke challenges Tanjiro to a fight, showcasing his flexibility, illiteracy, and surprisingly beautiful face.
But we're not done with our battle yet! Let's fight!
The demon slayers part ways with the rescued children and go to a safe house. Nezuko is introduced to Inosuke and Zenitsu, and then alerted about the next mission. On their way to the mission, Inosuke learns about human manners, and Zenitsu develops a crush on Nezuko. The crew, now separated, come across a family of spider demons. They're led by Rui, the lower 5, moonlighting as the youngest spider son.
Love this fight.
5 of us are going to live in happiness as a family.
In order to send Tanjiro to the source of the fight, Inosuke initiates a form of beast breathing, revealing his superhuman ability of touch. Tanjiro encounters the demon posing as the mother. Now, understanding her plight and trauma, he takes her out peacefully. Meanwhile, Zenitsu comes across an acid-spitting spider. He reminisces about his stubborn mentor/grandpa and passes out. Now this, of course, strengthens lightning aficionado Zenitsu, who saves the day. Now, Kagaya Ubayashiki, the head of the Demon Slayer Corps, sends Hashira to aid in the fight against the spider demons. Hashira are the highest rank of Demon Slayer and masters of their craft. Ubayashiki sends Shinobu Kocha and Giyu Tomioka. Shinobu, being a pharmaceutical expert, stops the poison spreading through Zenitsu, while Giyu rescues Inosuke. Tanjiro teaches Rui that family is built on love and respect, not forged in fear.
Using fear to keep someone shackled to you isn't the bond of a family!
Now, at this most dire moment, he recalls a breathing technique taught by his father.
This ceremonial dance and pair of earrings.
Sun breathing.
I wish for them to be passed down to you.
Nezuko is visited by the spirit of her mother and awakens her blood demon art. Now, with their Kagura and demon art together, they gain the upper hand. But Rui is ultimately defeated by Giyu, showing us just how advanced a Hashira is in power and rank. Giyu chastises Tanjiro for having sympathy for Rui, but he insists that although he has vowed to slay demons,
when it comes to those who felt despair and regret from the actions they took as a demon, I will never disrespect them.
Everyone is sent to Demon Slayer headquarters after hearing the message.
Tanjiro and Nezuko are to be taken into custody and brought back to headquarters.
At headquarters, we meet the rest of the main cast, the Hashira, the strongest Demon Slayers in the Corps. So, to quickly go down the roster, we have Kyojiro Rengoku, the Flame Hashira.
Tasty.
Tengen Uzui, the Sound Hashira.
How flashy.
Mitsuri Kanroji, the Love Hashira.
I love that side of you.
Gyomei Hamejima, the Stone Hashira. Muichiro Tokito, the Mist Hashira.
I'll forget anyway, so I'm fine either way.
Igaru Obanai, the Serpent Hashira.
Leave my sight.
Sanemi Shinizugawa, the Wind Hashira.
Come on now, demon!
Shinobu Kocho, the Insect Hashira.
But creating a poison that's lethal to them.
Yeah, what's her name? Shinonopi?
Leave my sight.
Sanemi Shinizugawa, the Wind Hashira.
Come on now, demon!
Shinobu Kocho, the Insect.
Shinobu. So, yeah, they got 4 at the movie theater. At the movie theater, they have 4 cups. They got Ginyu, Shinobia is another one. Zenitsu and Tanjiro. I really want Zenitsu so badly.
Hashira.
But creating a poison that's lethal to them, that's quite impressive, don't you think?
And of course, Giyu Tomioka, the Water Hashira.
Is that so?
The Hashira debate whether to kill Nezuko and hold Tanjiro for trial. The sickly master Ubayashiki sanctions the Kamado situation, but because of their hatred of demons, the Hashira refuse. Urukudaki vouches for the Kamado siblings.
In the event that Nezuko does assault another human being, myself,
Tanjiro Kamado and Giyu Tomioka will atone by committing seppuku.
The Kamados are reunited with Zenitsu and Inosuke at the hospital wing, located in the Butterfly Mansion. During their rehabilitation, Shinobu confides in Tanjiro about her sister's dying wish.
She had sympathy for demons. I couldn't bring myself to feel that way.
And asks him to retain his good heart. Shinobu encourages Kanao to train with our heroes, leading to her backstory. An orphan who protected herself by disassociating, she was adopted by the Kocho siblings. Only acting on orders, Kane tells her,
"Flip this coin to help you make a choice."
Back at the training center, Tanjiro inquires about Hinokami Kagura to no avail.
Flame breathing must never be referred to as fire breathing.
Our trio are requested to aid the Flame Hashira, Rengoku, on a mission. Before heading out, Tanjiro teaches Kanao to follow her heart and believe in herself without relying on the coin. After Rui's death, Muzan kills most of the lower half of the Kizuki, stating that they're all disappointments. Muzan tasks the remaining lower one, Enmu, to kill the Hashira and Tanjiro.
How truly fortunate am I. If I kill a Hashira and this kid, I can get even more blood.
Now, prior to the movie, we have a quick episode circling our main Hashira for this arc, Rengoku. The Flame Hashira is tracking down a demon haunting the Mugen train. He proves to be an honorable, steadfast, and jovial swordsman, following in his father's footsteps to protect Japan from demons. After an all-nighter of fighting, he's rewarded with many boxes of bento. This leads us right to where we left off in Season 1.
Oh no, the train's leaving! Are the police still around? We have to go either way.
Remember, Demon Slayer takes place in the 1910s. Advanced transportation like the Mugen train was still in its early days, and really rare for people living away from major cities.
It's a train. You've never seen one? Watch out! Oh, wait!
The trio finds Rengoku cherishing his bento with his signature phrase.
Tasty.
After introducing themselves, Rengoku admits to Tanjiro he's never heard of Hinokami Kagura or fire breathing. He breaks down the core breathing styles.
Flame, water, wind, stone, and thunder.
Any other breathing styles we see are offshoots of those 5. As the conductor punches tickets, we get a glimpse at just how powerful the Flame Hashira is. With the elimination of 3 demons and no casualties, it's easy for the trio to fan over Rengoku and accept his offer of apprenticeship. But this turns out to be a ruse created by Enmu. His power is to create dreams and put his prey to sleep. By punching the ticket ink, Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu, and Rengoku are sent into deep slumber. Enmu hires 4 sickly children to go into the subconscious of each of the demon slayers and take them out.
You all want peaceful dreams as well, don't you?
We then see the individual dreams of our team.
And with all the white clover in bloom, I can make you a ring of flowers. Let's go! Yeah!
Tanjiro imagines what regular life would have been if his family hadn't perished and Nezuko was still human. It's revealed that Rengoku has taken up the Flame Hashira title after his father, who has become disillusioned with his family in the Demon Slayer Corps. Not giving up hope, Rengoku tells his little brother Sanjuro to chase after his passions. Now during this time, the sickly kids rip into the Slayer's subconscious and try to destroy their core.
I thought that humans weren't able to move while they were under a spell like this.
No.
Tanjiro soon realizes that he is locked in a dream. With the help of Nezuko and his father, he escapes. Now awake, Tanjiro empathizes with the kids' situations and gently knocks them out. On top of the train, Enmu informs the audience of the practice of challenging an upper-rank moon and usurping their place in the hierarchy. As they fight, Enmu constantly tries to put him to sleep with his dreams and nightmares.
Boy,
he
said,
quickly
nah,
learns
wake up
Tanjiro's
about that.
willpower.
Don't put words in the mouths of my family!
That's right.
I would never say that!
After seemingly defeating the demon, Enmu reveals that he has merged with the Mugen train and is now even harder to kill.
What do you know? I was right all along.
The boys figure out that to kill Enmu, they need to cut off the front of the train, similar to decapitating a demon. Enmu uses his many eyes to lull Tanjiro to sleep. He almost ends up slicing his own hand in real time, only to be saved by Inosuke.
It's having a hard time telling which way Inosuke is looking.
Tanjiro eventually musters Hinokami Kagura and beheads Enmu for good. Rengoku teaches Tanjiro to regulate his breathing and close his wound.
Wait, so you're telling me that...
No, don't let me tell you again. Do not take any of this show as medically sound or accurate. Once his bleeding stops, we learn about the most important rule of Demon Slayer. If you think you've won, you probably didn't.
Here we go again.
Rengoku turns to see Akaza, Muzan's upper 3 moon. Turning down Akaza's offer to become an immortal demon, he preaches about the preciousness of human life. Despite a broken body, Rengoku's fighting spirit rages on into one of the most colorful battles of all time.
Bro.
At his lowest moment, he has a flashback of his mother.
It is the duty of those born strong to help those who may be less fortunate.
Remembering her words of love, Rengoku holds off Akaza. Akaza escapes by the skin of his teeth to hide.
And I love that scene with him and Tanjiro, when Tanjiro like, come back and fight me, you demon! You coward! That's why you won't come back and fight me, it's because you're a coward! You're a coward! And then Kibutsuji was like, I think that's his name. He's like, I'm not running from you. The reason I'm running is because the sun is coming up. If I hadn't had to deal with the sun, I would have definitely came back and killed you.
Hide from the rising sun. The trio goes around the dying Flame Hashira. After requesting to send messages to his family and champion Nezuko's fight, he leaves these iconic words of wisdom.
If you are feeling disheartened, that you are somehow not enough, set your heart ablaze.
Before passing away. And that ends the Mugen Train arc. On to Season 2, the Entertainment District arc. Now we start off Season 2 where we left off at the Mugen Train. The Demon Slayer Corps and the Rengoku family are notified by the passing of the Flame Hashira. Muzan is now hiding as an adopted young boy, a rich couple. Akaza vows to demolish Tanjiro when they meet again. After some rest, Tanjiro goes to the Rengoku household to deliver Kyojiro's last words and learn more about the Hinokami Kagura. Although the younger brother Sanjuro is grateful, the father Shinjiro is anything but. A drunken mess, Shinjiro attacks Tanjiro, assuming that he is mocking them. He recognizes his earrings and labels him as a sun-breathing user.
Not only is it the first one ever to be created, it's the most powerful one as well.
After knocking out Shinjiro with a hard headbutt, Tanjiro and Sanjuro find the Flame Hashira Chronicles shredded. 4 months later, the boys are sent to various missions after rehabilitation training. Coming back from an outing, Tanjiro finds the girls of the Butterfly Mansion being taken by the Sound Hashira, Tengen Uzui. Ever so cocky, Tengen informs them that he needs female corps members for a big upcoming mission. Noticing Aoi's discomfort, our trio agrees to go in place of the girls and thus officially start the next arc.
So where we going, old man?
Oh man.
The flashiest spot in Japan that's teeming with lust and desire.
Tengen escorts the trio to the Yoshiwara Entertainment District and debriefs them about his 3 ninja wives.
What did he say?
Yes, 3 wives, with each of them stationed at an entertainment house. Tengen can gather intel on
like
what kind of demon lurks there. However, all their communication goes radio silent. In order to not stand out, Tengen disguises the trio as girls and has them infiltrate each of the houses.
These 3 girls are certainly a homely bunch, aren't they?
Tanjiro learns that the madam of another house fell out of the window to her death, and girls have been running away from the houses, not paying their debts. One of them being Suma, Tengen's wife. Turns out that women have been going missing for centuries because of a demon disguised as an oiran, a high-ranking courtesan. Inosuke senses Makio, Tengen's other wife, is in danger. Trying to catch the demon, Inosuke destroys the house and injures the customers. Meanwhile, Zenitsu encounters the demon of the arc, Daki.
I've never heard one so ominously quiet before. This is an upper-ranked demon.
After knocking him unconscious, Daki recognizes him as a demon slayer and captures him with her belt. At the rendezvous, Tengen tells the boys that he'll complete the mission alone. Tanjiro learns that they've jumped in core ranks thanks to some science magic shit in his hands. Tanjiro comes face to face with Daki. At the same time,
this fight
Tengen
with Daki
sends
was
off his
crazy.
third wife, Natsuru.
Especially when Nezuko, bro, she came in clutch. Bro, you know Nezuko is top tier, bro. Why she why she kick Daki's face into the pavement? Literally made that girl's chest go up in the air. She had to breathe from air from her stomping her to the ground.
Meet from self-administered
like she
poison.
stole cookies.
Now, here is where we meet the best characters in all of Demon Slayer. The zenith of all beings, the Muscle Mice.
Did you say
The
right now?
Muscle Mice.
Muscle Mice!
Tengen's mousy little ninja helpers he happens to have with him.
They go into tight spaces where we can't fit. Muscle. And help vanquish demons behind the scenes.
Now, with the help of the Muscle Mice, Inosuke finds the underground locker of Daki's victims. He inadvertently frees Makio, Suma, and Zenitsu. The belt is defeated when Tengen arrives and deals the final blow.
From here on out, things are gonna get real flashy.
Meanwhile, Tanjiro attempts to battle Daki. Thinking Hinokami Kagura suits him better than water breathing, he holds his own in the fight despite chipping his sword. That is, until the chopped belts from the locker fuse with Daki's body, revealing her full form.
My true ultimate form!
Reveling in her power, Daki destroys the district, causing many casualties. Enraged by the destruction, Tanjiro brutally goes after Daki. Now, during this fight, we see a flashback of Shinjiro, Rengoku's dad. Apologizing for his past behavior, he notes that the chosen Sunbreathers have the same red marks that Tanjiro has on his forehead, the same mark that has been growing since Season 1. Dismissing the thought, he berates Daki for her apathy of human life. His words jog Muzan's memories within her.
It must be the cells. They're Lord Muzan's memories.
Warned by the spirit of his younger sister, Tanjiro regains his breath before pushing too far. While he's down, Nezuko protects him from the attack. Knowing Muzan's pursuit of Nezuko, Daki dismembers her, hoping that she doesn't regenerate. But as we know, Nezuko's been sipping that Honkshu juice and not only regenerates, but evolves into a higher demon form. Nezuko clobbers Daki and starts to lose her human heart. She uses her blood art, a fire that can cause harm to demons. Guided by his brother spirit, Tanjiro holds back his sister before she can eat any humans. He reminds Nezuko of her humanity with a lullaby their mother used to sing, reverting her back into her little demon form. Before Daki can attack the siblings, Tengen decapitates her, thus eliminating an upper moon.
Oh, wait, person, you forgot, didn't you? The one rule of Demon Slayer.
Oh, yeah.
If you think you finally won,
you probably didn't. Daki screams and cries about the unfairness of the fight and invokes the powerful words. Yes, inside Daki lives her older demon brother, Gyutaro, both of whom make an Upper Moon 6. Tengen and Gyutaro become foils for each other. One is a demon whose grotesqueness lends to a sense of entitlement, and the other is a handsome master demon slayer who is inspired by those more capable than himself. Tengen explains how the ninja clan he was a part of didn't die out long ago like everybody thought. His father had him fight his siblings until there were 2 left. To escape that life, Tengen found the master and demon slayer core. Remembering his basic training, Tanjiro combines his water breathing and Hinokami Kagura to save Hinatsuru. The trio team up and take on Daki, while Tengen focuses on Gyutaro. The fight takes a turn when Inosuke becomes mortally wounded. Tanjiro checks on Tengen only to find him unconscious with his hand dismembered. Distracting Gyutaro with a headbutt, Tanjiro stabs the demon with a discarded kunai. As he raises his sword, he reflects on how easily his life could have been like the demon siblings if he returned too. At the last minute, Tengen awakens and fends off Gyutaro with his musical score technique.
I can read it now! That filthy musical score of yours!
In this Feast of the Eyes, Tanjiro's mark expands, spreading across his face. Inosuke is revived and joins the fight with Zenitsu.
Wait, wasn't he mortally wounded before?
Well, yeah, but since he was raised in the mountains, poison is harmless, and
shifting the position of my internal organs is nothing but child's play for me!
Yeah, don't think too much about that.
Now, with the four of them working together, the demon siblings are finally defeated. Tanjiro collects the blood of the Upper Moon to send to Lady Tamayo. He goes over to resolve the disintegrating demon's argument.
You should have never been born in the first place!
That's not true. I know you don't really feel like that.
So we get a glimpse of Gyutaro and Daki's backstory. A poor, ugly boy born in the entertainment district, Gyutaro had to fend for himself until his sister was born. Then named Ume, she was raised to be a courtesan because of her beauty. After stabbing a samurai in the eye during a visit, she was burned alive by the village folk. Gyutaro rebukes the gods until he and his sister get an offer to become demons. Given blood by the former Upper Moon 6, Doma, Gyutaro and Daki vow to take revenge on the district that made their lives miserable. Daki chooses to stay by her brother in the afterlife despite his want for a better fate for her. They finish their tale by walking together into the flames. Tengen chooses to retire from the Corps and live peacefully with his wives. Ubayashiki is thrilled by the defeat of an Upper Moon and reveals his family ties to Muzan. The remaining Upper Moons are all summoned to the Infinity Castle, and that concludes the Entertainment District arc. On to the Swordsmith Village arc. Starting right where we left off with the Infinity Castle, we finally meet all of the Upper Moons. Gyoko, Upper Moon 5, Hantengu, Upper Moon 4, Akaza, Upper Moon 3, Doma, Upper Moon 2, and Kokushibo, Upper Moon 1. The higher in a rank a demon is, the less humanity they have left in them. Gyutaro and Daki's deaths are the first time in a century that an Upper Moon has been killed. He admonishes the moons for not having found both Ubayashiki or the blue spider lily, the secret ingredients to conquering the sun. Muzan sends Gyoko and Hantengu to scout for intel. Akaza vows to overtake the other moons in ranks. After being sent back to their domains, Doma is revealed to be a cult-like leader to disciples. We're then taken to a dreamlike flashback. The Kamado ancestor is hosting his new friend, the renowned demon slayer with the Hanafuda earrings. The demon slayer has the same face flames as Tanjiro, thus marking him as a sun-breathing user. Remorseful of his losses, the swordsman chooses not to pass down his name. The dream ends with Tanjiro waking up from his coma.
You've been out for 2 months.
Zenitsu and Inosuke recover and are now sent off on their own missions. Hoping to have his sword replaced after being chipped, Tanjiro receives harsh letters from Haganesuka refusing to deliver another one. He journeys to the Swordsmith Village to request a new Nichiren sword in person. In the Swordsmith Village, Tanjiro runs into Mitsuri, the love Hashira.
Somebody ignored me up there just now!
He also finds Genya, one of the fellow demon slayers we see who passed final selection. Genya is the brother of Sanemi, the wind Hashira. Exploring the village forest, Tanjiro stumbles upon Kotetsu, a child swordsmith, and Muichiro, an amnesiac mist Hashira. Kotetsu is protecting a life-size mechanical doll, one that looks like the renowned swordsman from his dream.
The Yoriichi Type 0!
Kotetsu teaches Tanjiro about inherited memories passed on from ancestors. We learn Muichiro is also descended from a sun-breathing user as well, making him a prodigy and able to become a Hashira in 2 months. After training and improving his skills, Tanjiro breaks the doll and reveals a mysterious 300-year-old rusty sword inside. Haganesta, now jacked and swole, offers to restore the sword. Back at the village house, Tanjiro recounts his day to an unwilling Genya. Genya requests solitude after hiding the quick regrowth of his tooth and lack of eating. Meanwhile, Gyoko and Hantengu have infiltrated the Swordsmith Village. Muichiro takes Tanjiro and is about to recall something from his past. Casually, Hantengu waltzes into the room, evading both Muichiro and Tanjiro's attacks. Muichiro decapitates Upper 4 quickly, so don't worry, bud, I remember. Upper ranks don't die so easily, and it proves to be the case here too. Not only does Hantengu split in two, but both of the demons seem to get younger and more agile. With Muichiro scattered, Tanjiro and Nezuko are at a disadvantage. But don't worry guys, Genya's got it. Yep, Genya's weapon is a gun filled with Nichiren bullets. Unfortunately, beheading Upper 4 again only makes it multiply younger and stronger. Hantengu, originally based in fear, is now split into 4 demons, each with different powers and new emotions: anger, pleasure, sorrow, and joy. Elsewhere in the village, Muichiro saves Kotetsu from Gyoko's attacking fish. Muichiro, Kotetsu, and Kanamori cross paths with Upper Moon 5, Gyoko. Now Gyoko, who sent a legion of fish monsters to attack the Swordsmith Village, but Mitsuri comes to the rescue. Shooing the others to safety, Muichiro takes poison darts to the face. He then starts to remember parts of his past before being encased in a water bubble. The Kamado siblings try to escape from the Upper 4 moons. Nezuko cuts her hands to imbue her demon blood art into Tanjiro's black sword.
Exploding blood sword!
He receives another inherited memory, learning that the legendary Swordmaster's weapon was also black, but turned red in the heat of battle. Anger and pleasure take in the side of Tanjiro's sword and are also reminded of the swordsman, the same one who nearly beheaded Muzan himself. Taking out the demon temporarily, Tanjiro catches up to Genya, who now seems to be a demon. While Nezuko and Genya keep the upper 4 demons at bay, Tanjiro deduces that there is a 5th demon lurking. Using his super smell, he locates a tiny Hantengu hiding in the forest. As Genya fails to take out the fear demon, we get a glimpse into his backstory. Growing up in a big family with an abusive father, Genya adores his big brother Sanemi. Their mother goes out late one night, so Sanemi goes looking for her, while Genya watches their younger siblings. A monster suddenly attacks their home, killing all of their siblings. Sanemi saves Genya, only for Genya to see Sanemi holding a weapon over the body of their mother. Not understanding their mother turned into a demon and attacked his family, Genya berates Sanemi for killing her. Remorseful of his words, he joined the Demon Slayer Corps to make it up to his big brother. Tanjiro comes in to protect Genya and remind him of his goals to be a Hashira. Just as Tanjiro is about to behead Fear,
Round 1, fight!
Say hello to the newest upper 4 demon, Hatred. Born from anger absorbing pleasure, joy, and sorrow, Hatred can summon stone dragons by hitting his drums. Meanwhile, Muichiro accepts his demise before seeing a vision of Tanjiro, who gives him words of wisdom. Muichiro, now with his memory intact, recounts his backstory. Orphaned by the death of their parents, twins Muichiro and Yuichiro take over their dad's job. Muichiro keeps an upbeat attitude while Yuichiro is much more pessimistic and angry. They are visited by Amane, the wife of Ubayashiki. After informing them of their sun-breathing heritage, Amane is sent away by Yuichiro, who admonishes his twin for his naivete. A demon enters their home one night and attacks Yuichiro. Muichiro goes into a rage and demolishes the demon until sunrise. Coming back to the house, Muichiro finds his twin on the brink of death, praying to any divine force to keep Muichiro safe. Emboldened by his twin's words in the present, Muichiro escapes the water bubble and develops his own Demon Slayer mark, like Tanjiro. Muichiro now understands his purpose and defeats Upper Moon 5 with a mix of sword skill and trash talk.
What made you think that you were the only one not taking this fight seriously?
In the meantime, the Stone Dragons take over Tanjiro, Genya, and Nezuko. All seems lost until Mitsuri comes and slices them into bits. We later see Mitsuri in her past. Due to her peculiar hair color, great strength, and abundant eating capacity, she experiences trouble finding a husband. She initially tries to adopt a different persona, but ultimately decides to be true to herself. Remembering the Master's encouraging words and open-eyes gifts, she's able to fend off hatred while the kids go after Fear. Genya starts eating away at the dragons to slow them down. Eating demons allows him to obtain demonic traits temporarily, revealing his superhuman ability of taste. Tanjiro runs to keep up and remembers Zenitsu's words.
When it comes to thunder breathing, you have to focus on your legs more than anything else.
Putting his advice to use, Tanjiro utilizes thunder breathing and catches up to Fear. Once again, not giving our heroes a stinking sliver of good luck, Fear grows and evolves into the larger Resentment. Tanjiro slices off Resentment's head. However, the sun begins to rise and Nezuko is about to burn. He tries to help Nezuko get the shade, but instead she warns him that, surprise surprise, the demon isn't dead. Nezuko pushes her brother to kill the Upper Moon and sacrifices herself. Not taking her sacrifice for granted, Tanjiro slices through the heart of Resentment and eliminates Fear. A miracle occurs as Nezuko walks toward her brother unharmed by the sunlight and speaks for the first time in 3 years.
Good morning, good morning.
Bro, that shit was so crazy when she said it. I was crying so bad, bro. I was so badly crying. I was like, bro, I understand why Nezuko did that and she kicked him. She's like, go fend for them. I'll be all right. She was at her peace. She was ready to go with her mother. And she said, good morning. And now she could say, oh my gosh. Because she's Zenith? No. What I think, who was it? I forget. I think she was like, she's like, Inosuke. But she couldn't say Zenitsu, and Zenitsu would get so jealous.
Muzan shows glee at Nezuko, able to withstand the sun, and gives up his pursuit of the blue spider lily. We are then finally given Muzan's backstory. Born in Indiana in 1958 to a family of 10 kids.
That's not funny, person.
Sorry, it actually started 1,000 years ago during the Heian era. Muzan had a disease destined to kill him before his 20th birthday. After drinking a blue spider lily concoction from a quack doctor, Muzan developed immortality and increased strength. On the flip side though, it prevented him from stepping in sunlight and made him crave human flesh. He in turn became the world's first demon. Humiliated by having to fear the sun, he started his search for the blue spider lily. Apparently, the only known source for it was from the quack doctor that he killed. Now that Nezuko has conquered the sun, Muzan is eager to get her in his grasp. But all hope isn't lost. Lady Tamayo reports that the man that turned her into a demon in Season 1 has regained his sense of self thanks to the research from Nezuko's blood. And that concludes the Swordsmith Village arc. On to the penultimate arc, Hashira training. We start off with Sanemi, the Wind Hashira, and Obanai, the Serpent Hashira, exploring an abandoned castle with other demon slayers. While saving a woman from a horde of demons, the Hashira fall into the foyer of an elusive infinity castle. Before they register where they are, the portal closes and the demons get away. An emergency Hashira meeting is hosted by Amane, Ubayashiki's wife, due to the master's fast-spreading illness. Amane asks Mitsuri and Muichiro to explain their experiences obtaining the Demon Slayer marks.
What they all shared in common was the mark each of them bore, a mark similar to demonic patterns.
Citing Tanjiro as the first person to receive the mark, Muichiro shares the requirement to get one, staying alive despite fatal conditions. Amane tells the Hashira to train the lower-ranked slayers and work on everyone receiving the mark, and everyone is on board except Giyu. Zenitsu returns from a mission only to be surprised with the now-talking and day-walking Nezuko, while Inosuke teaches her to say his name. Haganeska restores Tanjiro's 300-year-old sword with Rengoku's sword guard attached. The Hashira are on high alert since Nezuko's turn because demons have been dwindling in activity. Each Hashira, both active and retired, assigned their courses for training. In the city, Lady Tamayo is visited by Ubayashiki's Crow, who tells Tamayo about Shinobu's aptitude in pharmaceuticals and demon physiology and proposes a collaboration in researching Nezuko's blood. Because of his immobility, Ubayashiki requests Tanjiro to go and persuade Giyu to join the training. Giyu tells Tanjiro that he's disappointed in him for not mastering water breathing, hoping that he would be the next water Hashira.
Still missing a water Hashira? But you're the water Hashira!
I'm not.
Tanjiro is persistent and doesn't leave Giyu's side for days, much to his annoyance. Giyu relents and admits that he never passed final selection. He was in the same training class as Sabato. Y'all remember him from way back in Season 1? Apparently, Sabato killed every demon on the mountain that day, whereas Giyu killed none, and he was saved by his friend. Everyone survived except Sabato, who was killed by the hand demon. Giyu regrets that day and doesn't consider himself a real Hashira, knowing Sabato would have been a better fit. As a tribute, Giyu wears half of his Haori. With Tanjiro's urging, Giyu is reminded of his friend's words.
Don't you dare ever say that you should have died again!
Giyu promises to remember and carry on their hope toward the future. Giyu accepts Tanjiro's eating contest and agrees to join the training program. At the Butterfly Mansion, Shinobu is praying to her dead sister and trying to hide her discomfort at working with the demon. She tells Kanao that she won't be participating in the training program but will instruct her on how to kill the same demon that killed her sister. Tanjiro officially joins the Hashira's training program. He sweeps through Tengen's stamina course. During a night patrol, we see a little demon eye scurrying through the alley. Tanjiro finishes up stamina training and moves on to Muichiro's rapid movement course. He bonds with the other students but sticks up for Muichiro and his intense teaching. We then see a horde of demon eyes gathering around town, all controlled by Muzan's henchwoman. Tanjiro moves on to Mitsuri's training. Meanwhile, Nezuko goes into hiding under the care of Urokadaki. Tanjiro is stretched beyond his limits at flexibility training but passes quickly to Obanai's course. Obanai, however, is not a fan.
Tanjiro's so cute! Whenever he eats or drinks something sweet, he looks like he died and went to heaven!
Kamado!
He's extra hard on Tanjiro, honing his skill for striking in tight spaces. Passing his class, he then heads to Sanemi's striking training. Even harsher than Obanai, Sanemi obliterates the trainees. Tanjiro overhears Genya trying to talk to Sanemi. Genya continues to apologize for his past words and tells his brother his ability to eat demons, one that his brother doesn't take too well to.
You've eaten demons?
Tanjiro saves Genya from a last-minute attack and berates Sanemi for forcing his brother to quit the Corps. Chaos ensues when a large brawl breaks out, which ends with Tanjiro on the receiving end of a restraining order. Zenitsu and Tanjiro meet up with Inosuke and the other trainees at the final stop, muscle amplification with the blindstone Hashira Gyome. Now, Gyome has the trainees practice straining against a waterfall, carrying heavy logs and pushing boulders. Meanwhile, Muzan's henchwoman, Nakime, alerts her master that she has located most of the core members, but not Nezuko. After both Tanjiro and Inosuke move their boulders, Zenitsu gets an important letter from his sparrow. Gyome praises Tanjiro for his honesty and actions at the Swordsmith Village and recounts his backstory. Originally a teacher at an orphanage, Gyome was well loved by his children. One night, a child leads a demon into the orphanage, offering up Gyome and the rest of the children's lives for his own. 7 of the 8 children die by not following Gyome's orders. Gyome rages violently against the demon to protect Sayu, the last remaining child. The police misconstrue what Sayu says, so Gyome is imprisoned for murder and left to believe that all children are selfish. Despite becoming mistrustful of people, the master reached out and offered Gyome a lifeline. Gyome congratulates Tanjiro for completing his training program and promises to help him in all of his endeavors. During dinner, Genya tells Inosuke and Tanjiro that despite his lack of breathing technique, Gyome still made him his apprentice. Tanjiro finds Zenitsu on top of a boulder after having read the letter, acting a lot more reserved and focused. In the evening, Sanemi realizes that they have been infiltrated. Muzan locates Ubayashiki and finally meets him eye to eye. He mocks Ubayashiki's diseased mortal form, but Amani describes Muzan as
Person, that's enough. This is getting old.
Okay, buddy, you got it. Ubayashiki has been waiting for Muzan's arrival and tells him of their family's curse.
A demon has recently emerged from your family's bloodline. Commit yourselves from here on out to eliminating that manifestation.
Still unable to live past 30, the family remains dedicated to eradicating the king of demons from their line. Ubayashiki chastises Muzan's selfish view of eternity, showing him the proper view of eternity, the human will. He correctly deduces that if Muzan dies, all remaining demons will fade as well. A crow then urges all Hashira to the Ubayashiki home. Assuring Muzan that the Demon Slayer Corps will still continue after his death, Ubayashiki blows up his home and family in a premeditated explosion. Before he can regenerate, he is trapped by a blood demon art set up by Lady Tamayo. Tamayo tries to turn Muzan back into a human by shoving her medicated fist through his body. Muzan scorns Tamayo, reminding her that it was she who killed her own family when she turned into a demon, and not him. To atone for her sins, Tamayo dedicates her life to taking Muzan down and sends in Gyome for the attack. Before his death, Ubayashiki makes Gyome promise to not tell the Hashira about the plan to sacrifice himself. Gyome respects his wishes and leads the charge against Muzan, who cannot be beheaded. Every Hashira and Tanjiro rush in to pin him down.
They all got sucked down.
What's our favorite rule?
Ah, jeez.
Yep, just as they think they got Muzan right where they want him. All their espionage has been leading to this, every single Demon Slayer being sent into the Infinity Castle. The Hashira training arc ends with Tanjiro through the abyss, swearing to Muzan that he will defeat him once and for all. And with that, we are finally ready for the final arc, Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle. Well guys, that's everything you need to know before Demon Slayer.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about it, man. I cannot wait. We only a couple, well not a couple, but we're hours away from it. It's out today. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are y'all excited for Demon Slayer? I gotta buy. I'm eventually going to buy the second one because the first game takes place from season 1 to season 3, and the second one that came out like a month ago, it takes place for season 4 and 5. I can't wait. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. While y'all down there, make sure y'all bite the like button. What the hell? Make sure y'all get y'all arrows. Shoot it at the like button. Shoot it at the subscribe button. It's been your boy, the Arch of Truth, Red Arrow. And like I always say, arrows up, arrows down. We out. I'm so excited!
Make sure y'all get y'all arrow. Pull that boy. Shoot it right at the like button, subscribe button, and become a member of the Arrowettes.